Well, right now when families come to visit Bierbaum, we have them buzz in at our front door here behind me, and then they have to wait for one of our secretaries to buzz them in. Right now our secretaries don't really have sight on who's coming and going at any given time. They kind of have to walk in the front door and hopefully see the sign that directs them to our main office. We've got security cameras in place. Our secretaries do a great job when they know somebody's buzzed in, watching and making sure they know where those people are, but it's not a foolproof system. If Prop S were to pass, our whole office configuration would be redone. That way we would have a secure vestibule, so having that improved security entrance would just make sure that we can know exactly who's coming and going at all times. We are the largest of the elementary schools in Mehlville, and according to the work that our demographer has done, we are only scheduled to get bigger. We've got teachers working in hallways with students or stairwells with students. So if Prop S were to pass, Bierbaum would be slated to get 4 additional classrooms, which would allow us to just make sure that all of our students have a safe place to work, all of our teachers have a workspace. We want to be able to provide a consistent education for our kids, and redistricting was a solution that I would hope to avoid, just because we want to keep our buffalo here with us and have a more long-term solution, because I think what we learned from the last go-around is redistricting worked in the short term, but I think it's time for us to start exploring some more long-term options. Our building was built back in the 60s, and when it was built it worked then, but we do have some students with some mobility issues, and for them getting from their classroom to music class or to the library can be kind of a challenge.
We have 2 students who are in our classroom who have mobility issues, and they use the elevator every other place around the school. We would love everyone to be included, our whole school to be accessible, so people can come in any door at any time and be able to come into our classrooms and see what we're doing and help us, and just have everything accessible for everyone so that everyone feels welcome.
If Prop S were to pass and we were able to make those areas of our building that are only accessible by stairs ADA compliant, that would it would be so much more helpful for those kids to be able to get to where they need to go. Getting those bathrooms renovated and just kind of updated for the 21st century. It would also just make our restrooms, the upkeep would be a lot less if we had a more updated restroom for our students and our staff. Currently, our main parking lot, there is, I think we just have the one street light kind of tucked off in the corner. So getting that more well lit, especially with our proximity to a busy intersection of Rivas Barracks and Union, as well as just how close we are to the highway, having that area well lit would just make our building safer for our staff, our students, and our visitors. Parking has always been an issue at Bierbaum. We've gotten to a point where we've got so many staff working with us that there are days, just regular school days, where we run out of parking space for our staff. Redoing our parking lot to generate more parking spaces would be helpful on an everyday basis, as well as those days when we do host those large events. We have a lot of green space behind our building. We have the staff to monitor it, but we have some fencing out there, but there are gaps in that fencing. So securing that perimeter would just make our playground safer.